Hi everyone, this is Becca from Watch Becca Plan, and today I want to talk about my planning system. I have quite a few new followers and on Instagram and YouTube, and I just wanted to do a general overview of my system and how I use it, and do a little bit of an update video on things that I've changed recently. My system is based on a color code system. So I have my life divided up into finances, home, my personal stuff, my son, my family, and then Watch Becca Plan. And this color code key goes through everything for me. So my email, in my email folders are set up for this by this color code key. My Notion is set up by this color code key. For like super long-term notes or things that I really want to move from year to year. My planner is set up for a year at a time, except for my health section, which can be multiple years with appointments and stuff. But most of my planner is set up for a specific year. Anything that goes beyond that year goes in my Notion. So doctors, at the end of the year, I will sit down and copy over all the doctor's appointments into Notion. I don't use Google Calendar also. I have a really hard time with digital. I just like to have my files digital, and I like to have Notion to have like a backup of some notes. I will archive my inserts, my monthlies for the year, my yearly pages at the end of the year, and everything else will be thrown away. I don't need to keep that stuff. That's not something I will ever reference back to unless it has journaling on it or something like that. Like, it's not something that I need to keep. So that's usually how that goes. But this is my color code key. This is a trigger list. This is my task section. This is the other thing that has changed recently is I went from using three dividers to using 6. I was finding that the 3 dividers I wanted to subdivide, and instead of doing that and having 10, 12 dividers, I just decided that I would take the main 6 sections and divide my planner into that. So I have my notes, Watch Becca Plan, tasks, month, week, and then trackers. And so that way the main sections that I use in my planner can be divided up. It's a little easier to find things when it's a little bit more broken up like this. And these dividers I just made out of Dollar Tree file folders. I wasn't trying to. Personal Plus is hard because not a lot of people make stuff for it. So, I just DIY everything, and that's fine by me. I enjoy it, so it's not a big deal to me. So my task folder, or my task divider, is set up so that I have a to-buy list. I used to have a master task list, but I've recently changed it. So I have a to-buy list, and then I have a page for each of my 6 color code categories. So finances, home, me, my son, and family. And then I have like a seasonal holiday one that has like seasonal holiday stuff on it. I find that this is a little bit easier. At one point I had the categorized list insert from Peanuts Planner Co. in here, and I would have the 6 sections or something like that where you have the columns, and it was just too jumbled for me. I needed to be able to flip to a page and say, okay, what do I need to do at home? What do I need to do for my son? What do I need to do? These are tasks that aren't going to probably get done in the next month. so I can go through and pull what I need to pull when I'm setting up my month or my week. My monthly page is another place where to-dos go. So you'll see down here in this section, I have my main things that need to be done for the month. I also have some to-dos in here. I tend to like to use this. This is one of the only things that's going to be saved for the month at the end of the year. So I like to have some memory planning, major life events, appointments, stuff like that. That all goes on here. So that's pretty much my son's school schedule, stuff like that. That all goes in here, and I can highlight or put brackets around stuff to highlight that it's really important. My weekly section, so these are my weeklies. So what I do is I don't brain dump on a separate piece of paper and then rewrite stuff other places. I brain dump in here on my day. So all day long as I'm like doing stuff, I will write out things that I want to do. So like if I'm sitting, if you know, today's Saturday, if I sit here, I'm like, I really want to do this task and it's not going to be done anytime soon, but I would like to get it done eventually. I'll just write it in here. And then at the end of the week, when I do my weekly review, I go through this whole 2-page insert and I put stuff where it goes. I rely heavily on my weekly review, which, thank God, I'm actually pretty good at this point. I will migrate things from here and I will put it on those task lists for the different sections. I'll put it on my monthly or I'll move it to the next week. This is my weekly task list up here. So these are things that don't need to be done on a specific day, but I would like to get them done this week. And sometimes stuff up here doesn't get done and it gets migrated to the next week. Things in here, like down here, I have like clean cabinet fronts. I'm probably not going to be able to find time to do that this week. So that will probably go on the home task list. But it's so much easier for me to be able to flip to this page and just write something down than it is to try to figure out where it goes. And in an inbox, I would put that task in the inbox on the sheet, and then I would have to move it again later anyway. And also, if it's something that I could get done this week, I am looking at my weekly page, and I could put it on a day that I could do it. So like something that I could actually get done this week, instead of writing it on the inbox and then moving it later, like I could get that done on Sunday if I really wanted to. Like it's a possibility for me to do that. And then at that point, if I do have to rewrite it, at least I tried, at least I tried to not have to rewrite it. So that's how that works. And like, if like, say today I found the dog nail trimmers, I would not rewrite it here. I would just cross it off on this day. It doesn't matter to me what day I found them as long as I found them. Like, or like other things, unless it moves to the next week, like some of this stuff might not be done, then I will rewrite it on the next week. So, those are the main parts of my system. I do have a key for signifiers. Here it is. A dot is a task, an open circle is an appointment, a closed circle is an event. And the reason why I do these is because a task I can check off, an appointment I can fill in once it's complete, an event, an event for me is an all day thing. So like someone's birthday, someone's anniversary, like there's nothing I need to like do for it. It's just going to happen on that day of the year. So there's nothing that I need to do. So I use a closed circle for that. Projects are triangles, open triangles, and then once it's completed, I fill it in. If it's something that has to be done that day, like it's absolutely important that I do it that day, it has to be done, it'll get an exclamation point. A note is an asterisk, and then when I, like if I cancel an appointment or a task or something like that, I just draw a line through it. Those are my signifiers, so you'll see them in here. Sometimes I do use dot markers for my meals for the week. I enjoy filling out an entire page. I like to look at my page and see it be completely filled. So I set myself up to achieve that with how much I have coming in. So I know how much I do in a day, how much I write down in a day. I generally know, about how much I would write. And this weekly really is not too small and it's not too big. At the beginning of the year, I was using a week on one page and it was too small. And then for quarter 3, I used that insert for quarter 1 and 2. And then for quarter 3, I had one that was the boxes. And I was not able to fill up the days, but I could fill up the week. Like the box up here was for weekly tasks, and that would get filled up, and I would have to move into Monday. So I wasn't able to fill up the days, but the weekly got filled up. So now I have more room or have a little bit more of a balance on my days in my weekly, and I really am enjoying this. I can see each day has a place. I can future plan. I can, write stuff out. Like if a task comes up or an appointment, I can put it on the day. And I can fill up the day and it looks full. This is the kind of setup I like. Where I fill up an insert every week and it's stuff that needs to be done. So this really works for me. I'm really enjoying it. This is an insert that I haven't released yet, and I probably will. I've been having a bit of a low motivation week this week. I haven't really wanted to work on anything with Canva besides stuff. I've been changing so much in here that I really have just been trying to get I have like a homeostasis in my planner, and I'm trying to get back to that since I've made the changes that I have made. That's usually how it goes. I have a very a baseline, and when I go too far over or under on it, I'm desperately trying to get back to that baseline in my planner, and I feel like I'm finally getting there. But that is how I do like to-do lists and migrating tasks and stuff. And I have I think I have a monthly plan and a weekly plan with me up on my channel, and it's pretty much the same thing. It's just a different insert. So you can always check out that video if you really want to see exactly how I do it. I have future planning back here for 2025. And then my last section is my tracker section. And in my tracker section, I have it divided up into my color code key. So red is for finances, orange is for home, yellow is for me, green is for my son, blue is for family, and purple is for Watch Becca Plan. Watch Becca Plan is up here because it's such a big section, and I use it so often that I had to have it separated out. It couldn't be in the back. So everything else is back here though. So, yeah, I made a little project folder for my inserts so that anything that has private information can go in this little file folder, and it just sits there, and then I don't have to worry about flipping to anything that is private. So this is a bill tracker. That's the only finance stuff I really have in here. Everything else is done in Google Sheets for us. Cleaning trackers. home product usage, master grocery list. I'm currently working on this week's grocery list. Foods, future releases, my reading trackers. I've read my 52nd book. Last night I finished book number 52 of the year, and I have met my goal, and I am so excited. I did not even set a goal at the beginning of the year because I was like, I didn't know if I was really going to get into reading this year, and then I ended up really getting into reading this year and really getting into reading. And about March, I was like, okay, I need to set a number goal. And I was like, all right, 52. That's a book a week for the whole year. And it's only the middle of October. So that's awesome. Kindle Unlimited, I signed up for it again because I wanted to read Quicksilver. And they got me. Amazon Prime released I can't remember the name of it, the first book in the series, but it's Beautiful Devils, Savage Heart, or Corrupt Vows, and then Savage Heart, and I got into, they released it for free, and I read it, and then I wanted the second and third and fourth book, so then I signed up for Kindle Unlimited so I could read them. And then there's a whole bunch of books on Kindle Unlimited that I wanted to read anyway, so I'm just trying to get through those. Library holds book series. This is a scrapbook paper. I think Scrappy Roses had this, and I wanted it so bad. And then she found hers on, it wasn't AliExpress, it was Temu, I think she said. So I don't like Temu, so I went to AliExpress and I found this, but it came in a 6x6 sheet. So what I did was, I took the paper and I scanned it into my computer, and then I uploaded it into Canva and just reprinted it as a dashboard and laminated it in my matte laminating sheets. So I got it to size up a little bit, and I am so excited about it because I really love it. There's some really cute ones. Where's that other one? There was some cute, there was some really, really cute, this one. It was a, let me show you. It was a, this is the sheets of it. It was this one. So it was supposed to be a small journaling card, so I scanned it in all of the ones into my computer, and I put them in Canva, and then I printed it out as a dashboard. And I just think it's so cute. I don't know why I love that so much, but I really do. And then I have the one, this is up in my shop, this one right here, along with the notes pages in the front that have that same banner, garland. Scrapbook paper from Joann's. And then, so I have that, and then I got some sticky things from PET stickers from AliExpress too. And then this is just a piece of black cardstock, and I creased the edges. And then, so when I'm filming, I can just put all of our medical information and everything that like has stuff that I don't want to show can go right into this file folder. And then I just can go right past it. And then that way I don't show things that I don't want to show. And it is awesome. I really love that. This is a, this is a piece of acetate from Roro and Lou. She sells them in her shop. They are amazing. I absolutely love them. And now that I've worked with PET tape and acetate, Roro and Lou, Debbie, how the heck do you do this? I tried. Let me show you. I tried to make acetate with PET stickers, and it kept getting jammed. Everything that I did, it just jammed. And I was like, I spent all that time placing those stickers, and then it jammed, and I got really mad, and I was like, how does she do it? So, yeah, you need to teach me, because I have no idea what I'm doing. And then this is one of the freebies in my freebies folder. This is a hair care list. This is just, I have the date, our initials for me, my husband, and my son, and then what service we received. And so whenever any of us get a haircut, or I go to dye my hair, they don't dye their hair, I do, but sometimes, I will write it down, and then I can check off who got the service and stuff, so that way it's all in one spot and I can see when the last time someone got a haircut was. Holiday events. These are part of the holiday bundle that I'm trying to get myself motivated to release. And hopefully soon I will have them up in the shop. But yeah, so that is everything. I hope that this helps. I change stuff in my planner so often that sometimes it is hard for me to remember what I have showed you guys and what I haven't. Planning for me is an ever-changing process. I'm constantly, I have found this year by staying in one planner size that instead of changing the size of the planner or the type of planner, instead of going from like personal rings to A5 disc bound or half letter disc bound, or like a standard TN, like instead of changing the the actual planner itself, tweaking the system that I use in this planner has kind of like satiated that for me. I kind of, it's kind of satisfied that need I have for change, and setting boundaries for myself on like, I can only change my weekly every quarter. Once I print out these weeklies, this is what I'm using for the quarter. And then at the end of the quarter, it's only 3 months. At the end of the quarter, I can change this insert if I really want to. And setting that boundary for myself of like, okay, this is the next 3 months for you. Try it out. See if you like it. If you do, you can use it the next quarter. If not, you can change. And so it gives me that ability to be creative. And also it gives me the ability to like use this insert, see what I like about it. What did I like about it? What didn't I like about it? You know, like in this one, this weekly area, I need a little bit more room for weekly tasks, which is always my problem. But could there be something that I change in my system that I don't really need to change that? Like for me personally, like having more room up here, I brain dump in my daily sections here. So maybe I don't need to put them here. If it's something that I really feel like I could get done this week, I could just put it on today. And then if I put it on Monday and I get it done on Thursday or Friday, I can just check it off. That's something that, you know, I'm already doing. It would lessen this burden up here, and then I wouldn't have to change it because there's not really a way to make that bigger and still have every day be equal. So that's the kind of stuff that like tweaking things a little bit and seeing what I can change to make planning easier for me. That is my main thing, is like I just want things to be easier for myself. I don't have, when I do get time to sit down and really plan it, I have to get it all done in one go, and I have to like do it as fast as possible and get it done, because I don't usually have the time to sit down and plan really well and like have an hour and a half to sit here and play stickers and stuff. I don't have the time for that. I don't get that. So I either have to plan in chunks, which is why I don't film very many plan with me's. Because I plan over the course of like 2 or 3 days. I try, by the end of the weekend, my goal is to have the next week planned. And it happens spontaneously throughout the entire weekend. But by the end of the weekend, it is done. So I don't really plan, I don't film plan with me's or monthly plan with me's, because it's not like one sit down session and it all gets done. It happens over the course of the weekend. So it's kind of hard for me to film those, but that kind of stuff. Like, I don't get the ability to sit there for a long time and plan. So I need this to be as efficient as possible, and I need to be able to get in and get out as quick as possible. Like, if we're going to an appointment, I need to be able to pull out my planner and write something down really fast and then close it and move on. Because I don't, like, if I think of something, if I don't write it down immediately, I forget it. So, and I mean, I have, like, voice recording. I've tried keep voice recording. I've tried sending myself text messages and stuff like that. Like, nothing works because I don't remember to check those things. This is the only thing that I can have in my life. Everything has to be in this book, or I forget it exists. I've forgotten screenshots in my phone. I've taken screenshots of important stuff, forgot that it was in there, and then didn't do it. Emails. I have to go through my email, and as I'm going through my email, I write things down that I need to do from the emails, because if I just leave it in my inbox, I forget that it exists. I have trained my brain, my little noodle up here, I have trained it that this needs to be checked every single day, multiple times a day. I need to write things down. I have trained my brain to do that. But I cannot seem to do it with anything else. I have tried 2 planners. I have tried having my journaling separate, and it doesn't work. So for 2025, I'm going to be making some changes, I think, because this is the only thing I can use. This one book is like, I take it to bed with me at night because I'm so afraid, like, if there's a house fire, that it, like, in the middle of the night, like, this is most important. Like, this is this is up there with my phone and my Kindle, and I need to have this with me in case something happens, because that is how much I value this planner. It is my life. So if something happened to it, stays with me all the time. It's always with me. It's either in my purse or on my desk. And even like if my son pulls me upstairs for something, I take it with me usually. So, like, it is always with me, and I find it extremely comforting to have it with me because I know that it's going to help me take care of my life. So it is kind of like an emotional support planner. It helps me stay calm in the chaos of life with a small child. But yeah, so that's my system, and I've changed a few things and tweaked a few things, but I'm hoping that in the long run these things will be more useful than how I was doing things in the past. I think with the task lists, having one master task list is great, but it's just like an inbox, and I don't need an inbox. I write things down in my weekly, and then I migrate it. So if it's getting migrated to these pages, it's probably not going to be moved for a while. And then even then, as soon as every week on my weekly review, I go through these and I see if anything can be done this week or if anything has been done, and I check them off as I go. And I am able to complete things from this list specifically. So, and like, I would probably put it on a sticky note, like weighted vest, like, okay, I think it's time to do that, or go bowling. I would set up a time with it to go bowling. So, like, and just put a sticky note in here or write it in the planner. Like, when I decide that it's time to do one of those tasks, it can get migrated, or it can just be completed from that list, so I don't have to rewrite it. But yeah, so that's everything, and I hope this helps the newer people who have come to my channel of chaos. I'm sorry. My channel is me trying to make life as easy as possible for myself, and it's not usually very aesthetic, and it's not usually very eloquent, I guess would be the word. I'm just trying to get things done as fast as possible because I usually don't have a lot of time. So I'm trying to show you what I'm doing, but I don't have time to make things pretty, and I am so sorry about that, because a lot of times I wish I could. I see other people's planner videos, and they're so beautiful, and they have a beautiful setup and everything, and I don't have time for that, and yeah. So, but yes, this is the system, and I hope that this helps some of the newer people with planning and seeing how I do things. I have tons of videos from the last year of my setup and how it's changed. I have progressed over this year trying to figure out how to complete my goals, how to get things done, and how to really stay in this one planner all year. So, and I've almost done it. It's almost, I've stayed in this size, around this size insert all year. I haven't moved to another like planner. I've moved to other covers. I had a mold term at the beginning of the year, but I've been in this since April, so it's been over 6 months now. Yay, 7 months, something like that. But so yeah, that's my system, and I hope this helps, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.